How to open a Roth IRA. That's what I'm gonna walk you through step by step in today's videos. Maybe you saw some of my previous videos on what is a Roth IRA and why you should be using one to invest for your retirement, or a couple of videos where I walk you through step by step how to create your account, such as with Betterment or with SoFi Invest. If you wanna learn more, check out the videos down below in the description. One quick thing before we go through the step by step of this video, I'm not a financial advisor and nothing in this video is financial advice. Before making any investment, you wanna make sure to do your own research. The very first thing you need to do to open up a Roth IRA is decide where you'd like to have your account. So this is different than your 401k with your employer where they decide who's gonna manage it and then you have to decide amongst the option they give you. Here you can open up an account with basically any brokerage that offers a Roth IRA, and I'll break them into essentially two camps. I do have a longer video that goes through my favorite options, but the first option are self-directed brokerages. So with these brokerage accounts, and a Roth IRA specific account within the brokerage, you'll be able to choose between stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds. Maybe you'll have some education and other things to help guide you to certain investments, but it's all up to you to decide when you wanna buy, how much you wanna buy, when you wanna sell. So there's a lot more flexibility here where you could buy Microsoft today, sell it tomorrow, and use those proceeds to buy Tesla. Or you can buy ETFs and invest very passively, but you'll have to design your portfolio. There's a lot more work on your end that needs to be done to successfully invest with a self-directed brokerage, but you get the flexibility there. And on the other hand, you have Robo Advisors. So Robo Advisors such as Betterment, Wealthfront, Acorns, also SoFi Invest and Ally Invest have Robo Advisors as well. With a Robo Advisor, instead of choosing individual investments, how much to invest when the portfolio breakdown, with the Robo Advisor, they're gonna ask you a handful of questions to figure out when you wanna retire, what your risk tolerances are, and they're gonna recommend a portfolio for you of different ETFs. So the Robo Advisor is much more geared towards beginner investors and investors that want to just invest passively. They know they have a broad, diversified portfolio, and if they put money in month after month or week after week, their investments over time is going to continue to grow and they don't have to think about it at all. One other kind of hybrid option would be M1 Finance. So M1 Finance, you create your own pie or portfolio. You select the stocks or ETFs that you want in your portfolio, and when you add new money, it's split up to maintain those different portfolio weights. They also have professional portfolios for retirement, for dividend investing, to follow what hedge funds are investing in. So they give you a wide array of different portfolios that you can create either 100% on your own, or you can follow different portfolios depending on your investment objectives. Some of the investment accounts that I just managed have referral programs where both you and I could earn some free money or free stock. So if you want to check those out, I'll put links down below in the description. After you decide where you want to open your Roth IRA, go to their website and start creating your account. So you'll give them your email, create a password, and then they'll want your full contact information. So your name, address, phone number, social security number, employer, they'll probably ask how much you make, the industry you work in, and some other information like that. You'll be asked to approve their terms of service. In general, they're asking questions like these because they want to make sure that you're not trading based on insider information on their platform. After doing this, your account should be set up and ready to go. On some platforms, they may ask you to verify your ID, so you'll have to take a picture of your driver's license or passport. Again, this is something that some platforms may ask for, others may not, but completely normal. Then with all of that, your account should be set up, and the next step is to add your funding source, to connect a bank account, or to set up direct deposit. So the important thing is here is to get that set up so that you can start making investments, and ideally recurring investments, something we're going to talk about later on in this video. After you connect your bank account, I'd recommend making your first deposit so you can start investing on the platform. Here's where it can look very different depending on the type of account you create, and I want to show you both options. So first, I'll show you what the Robo Advisor portfolio selection process looks like. Then I'll show you with a self-directed investing account what it looks like purchasing an ETF. So let's check out the Robo Advisor. How do you want to invest? So there's three options here. Pick the portfolio for me. We'll invest your money in our diverse, low-cost core portfolio. I'll pick the portfolio myself, choose from 6 expert-built portfolios from socially responsible investing to innovative technology. I want more flexibility. Select your own asset class weights while still enjoying our tax savings strategies. So let's see. Let's check out the pick the portfolio for me. So right now, the portfolio is their core account, and the allocation is 90% stocks and 10% bonds. If I want to change this, what does it let me do? Okay, so here we go. Choose an option to manage your portfolio allocation. Automatically select and adjust for me. Let's do the hard stuff. We'll invest at your recommended ratio of 90% stocks and 10% bonds, adjusting your allocation to help you reduce risk as you near your goal's due date. So as I'm 62 and retiring at 68, it's going to be much more bonds and less equities. I want to set and adjust for myself. So let's just see what happens here. All right, so here it's giving me the option to personalize the investments. So just to see how this would work, what if we pull this down? So now we're at 42% stocks and 58% bonds. So very conservative, diversified, likely returns from -7 to 17%. What is the makeup right now? And then I'll go back to where it was and maybe go to 100% equity. So we have US short-term treasury bonds, and it gives you the name of the ETF that they're going to be using for each one of these. Then you have the US short-term investment grade bonds, US total stock market, US value stocks, large cap, value stocks, mid cap, value stocks, small cap, international developed markets, international emerging markets, US inflation protected bonds, US high quality bonds, developed market bonds, and emerging market bonds. So that's what it looks like selecting your portfolio with Betterment. Now when you add new money to your Betterment or other Robo Advisor account, each dollar is going to be split up amongst the portfolio as we saw being selected earlier. Now let's check out the process of purchasing an ETF with a self-directed brokerage account. So here you can search for the ETF stock or crypto that you're looking for. Let's invest in VTI today, which is Vanguard's total market index for the US. So you can see here the share is $220.96. Again, this is the importance of purchasing fractional shares, is I only have $100 in my account, so I couldn't purchase a full share of this ETF, but I could purchase $5, $10, or anything less than that because SoFi Invest and a bunch of other exchanges offer fractional shares. You can look at the price change over the last day, week, month, year, or 5 years. And then along the side, it gives a summary of the daily high and low, price at open, 52-week high and low, as well as the dividend yield, volume, average volume, PE ratio, 30-day SEC yield, and expense ratio. 0.03% is fairly low. So that's one of the reasons why people like to invest in ETFs, is because of the low expenses. Another nice thing, along the left-hand side, you'll see the top 10 holdings of this particular ETF. If this is what you wanted to make a purchase of, you just need to click on buy. And then you can see here, you can choose between dollars and shares. So shares, I would need $221, which I don't have right now, but with dollars, I can make a smaller amount. So let's say I want to invest $25 from my Roth IRA into VTI. That's what I would be doing right now. Click on review, order total $25, place order, boom, your trade is all set. So we just purchased our first ETF in our new account. I just saw investing in an ETF within my brokerage account was really, really easy. Just know that you'll have to select several different investments if you want to create a portfolio versus Betterment doing that for you. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know automating your finances, setting up recurring deposits, auto pay to just set and forget your finances and know you're on your way to meeting your financial goals. This is so important for me. I created a free email course. If you're interested in signing up how to automate your finances, check out the link in the description below. So depending on the account you chose, you either have your portfolio set up or made your first investment. The next thing I would recommend doing is set up recurring deposits. By setting up recurring deposits, it'll ensure that more money is consistently added to your account so you can forget about it and know that your account balance is growing. Obviously, there's going to be some ups and downs in the market, but in general, it goes up. And if you're adding more money to it, it's going to continue to grow as well. So with the Robo Advisor, you just add money to your account. It's split up amongst the different ETFs that are going to be invested in. If you chose the self-directed route, I would still recommend to put stuff on autopilot, where here you may choose different stocks, ETFs, or mutual funds, and maybe within each one of those, you want to add $5 a week, $10 a month, or whatever happens to be based on your situation. So as a reminder, if you're younger than 50, you can put away $6 grand per year in a Roth IRA. If you're over 50, you can put in an extra $1,000, so $7,000. So for people under 50, if you wanted to max out your Roth IRA for the $6 grand, it would be $500 per month or around $115 per week. So if you made it this far in the video and you're still not quite sure what is a Roth IRA and why you should invest using one, check out the video up above. And if you want to see the bunch of different accounts that I've set up and done reviews on, check out the playlist below. Hope to see you in those and future videos. Bye bye.